Welcome back to Absolute BSS, the casual-petitive look at Bandai Namco's Battle Spirits Saga trading card game, part of the Casualpetitive Games Network. I'm one of your hosts, Cameron. Here with me, as always, the boys, the fellas. We got Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Angel.
What's going on, everyone?
And we're back to continue our deep dive at the upcoming collab booster with the Evangelion cards. We're going to be going over the Nexus and Magic cards today, and I'm pumped. But before that, just wanted to check in with my boys, because we do this bi-weekly now, so there's some time between these recordings. So what have you guys been up to? Any new games that y'all been playing or on the lookout for? Angel?
I've been, really on Keyforge. I was actually playing my first, or actually 3 or 4 games, I think, on the Crucible with Type. So shout outs to him. It was fun.
Yeah.
His deck is awesome, and we kind of got the gist of it. So I love to do that while you're working sometimes. Let me just play some Keyforge. So I did that. Just so focusing on that. And honestly, my gaming has been kind of weird lately. So obviously, I was really big on Fusion World, and I still am. I finally saw that Bandai send out a message on Twitter finally about the crap that's going on with Set 2. Some cards possibly needing to be banned or semi-limited. That's making the game a little bit toxic, really sort of unplayable in a way, unless you're playing specific colors. I'm talking to you, Kefla. Screw you. But so on that, I've been on hold. I haven't really been playing online Fusion World. I know we got some things planned where I can hopefully stream some of that more. But literally, the online client has been dog water because that's all everybody's playing.
Yeah.
And the resource management and to build cards is kind of hard. So I've been kind of honestly just scoping out. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna shoot myself for like Lorcana.
Okay.
Lorcana. So
All right.
and here's why. So everywhere around me, and I live in Bumtown country, like everywhere around me, and even in the city, they play Lorcana. So there's a place to play the game. And I'm just kind of fed up in a sense of like I'm buying these cards and games I want to play, and I have nowhere to play unless I'm traveling at least 500, 600 miles. And it's kind of rough, right? Obviously, there's online events I could do, but currently with my work schedule, I work the weekend, so I never can do some of those online events. So I'm just looking at a game I can actually just play. It's not too expensive, and I can go to a card shop like on Wednesday, possibly Thursdays, and just play a little bit, So I have one here like 10 minutes from me that they do Lorcana quite a few days. So I'm kind of looking at that again. I have some of the cards still. I got some set 4, set 3 Ursulas. So I have to look at what the meta is. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing that. And I'm always snapping away, Marvel snapping and Runeterra. So
Cool.
I'm doing that a little. What about you, Eric?
That's cool that you're touching Lorcana again, because I kind of set that game down. I have a bunch of cards from set 1. I haven't touched set 2, but
I'm seeing them in Target everywhere. Every Target I walk into has
they're everywhere now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I like about it too. Like Warmer has all the little gift sets. Like it's easier to find a product. That's another thing I like about it. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, when initially that is kind of what turned me off from it, was like I couldn't find cards anywhere.
Yeah. But now it's a lot more accessible. It's really great.
Yeah, and I was actually wanting to see how the game will actually like survive. I thought this is really gonna be competitive, but a lot of shops are picking it up. There's a lot of competitive events happening. That Stitch that just happened. The price card looks pretty cool. So I don't know. Hey, if you want to play some Lorcana, let me know.
It's funny that you mentioned Lorcana actually, because some people I follow on Twitter that I knew from back in the Netrunner days, like when I played Netrunner, have fully switched into Lorcana as their main game, and they post about it all the time on Twitter. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's actually like pretty good now. Maybe the competitive scene is cool. So yeah, maybe I'll check that out, because like I said, I do have some cards from set 1.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Twist my arm.
Yeah.
Hey,
good. You want me to play a card game?
Hey, come on. You wanna face an Enchanted Simba? Let me know. I was like,
sounds great.
As far as games I've been playing, almost done with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Really enjoying that.
Yeah.
I also, let's see, a few things I want to mention. Star Wars Hunters, that's out now. Cam and I have been playing that like crazy.
Almost every night.
Almost. We'll probably play it tonight.
Yeah. Like I've logged in every day since it came out, and I've played at least one game a day.
Yeah. It's really solid. You should you haven't tried it yet, Angel, have you?
Not yet. So I've seen about it. Lily's like Overwatch, Star Wars, basically. But it looks fun from what I've seen. You can play it on mobile and on Steam, right? Or like on PC.
Yeah, found out it is on PC.
Maybe I'll play it on PC then. I have too many games on my mobile.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks fun. I mean, I'm a sucker for Overwatch. I just, so it looks fun. It's Star Wars, a little shooter. Do they have different classes, I guess, for different things, just like Overwatch?
It's just like Overwatch. Every character it's asymmetrical. Like every character has its own progression, has their own abilities and skills. Like it's 4v4. There's 4 game modes right now with more on the way. Like it's great. It's a fantastic game. Matches are 5 minutes long. So,
oh wow, that's like nothing. It's a quick little.
Yeah, there's no time to get tilted, really, unless you're like trying really too hard. And it's just fun. It's just really good.
Yeah,
wow.
I've really been enjoying it. Yeah, it's and yeah, it's free to play also. So I mean, it just like every other free to play game, it has like 1 billion microtransactions and currencies, and
the UI is insane. But
yeah, when you log in, it just feels like you're bombarded by pop-up ads. But and sometimes after matches, I've accidentally like gone into the shop when I didn't mean to, because like something will pop up like buy this skin, and I'm just trying to hit A to like play the next game. But other than that, I mean, it's just
it's not enough to
free to play.
Piss me off. It's not enough.
Yeah,
to
and
me.
I did actually put some money in as well, just because it's free. And so I just was like, I'll put in like, I think at this point, maybe I've put in like $40, and I am kind of trying to keep it pretty low. Like I'll probably get to a point where I do spend a little bit of money on like a skin that I really like. Like my main character is Zayna. So like, if they make like a really cool Zayna skin that I have to pay money for, I probably will.
Yeah.
So
like I'll probably buy the battle pass every season, which looks like every 2 months, which is nice.
Yeah.
At least for this first one, it's 60 days. Maybe they'll lower that, but I'll buy the battle pass every time it comes out, because they do give you a lot of stuff. Like you can play that game for free and unlock all the characters. It's purely cosmetic what you spend money on.
Yeah. And the battle pass gives you access to whoever. I think they're going to release, we don't really know, I guess, but it seems like they're going to release a new character every battle pass. So it seems like, just based on the first one, buying the battle pass also gives you access to the new character early. Mm-hmm. So like, because you can wait till till this season is over, and then the new character will actually go in that like unlockable queue. So you could unlock him for free, but you can also just get him immediately if you buy the battle pass. So, but yeah, really been enjoying that game. It's been a lot of fun. Highly recommend it to anyone who loved Overwatch but doesn't really want to get back into Overwatch, which is kind of the boat that I was in. It's just been a blast. Find some buddies, queue up, have like a squad of 4 people, go in Discord, be on comms with each other. It's just, it's a blast.
Crack a cold beer, play some Star Wars. Man, it feels like the good old days. It really does.
It does.
It's great.
I think that's why we've been doing it every night. It's just been like an escape from our hellish daytime activities, which is just work.
Yeah.
Life. Escape from life.
Yeah. One last thing I want to shout out. Our good friend Chad Hoy released a new single today, Reckless. Go check it out. I've been streaming it all day. It's a great song. It's a banger. So added it to some of my playlists. So Reckless by Chad Hoy. Go check it out. Just got to give him a shout out because he's always so supportive of us, and also because I genuinely like his music. It's great.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like if Moose Blood were good people and didn't have all those allegations about them. That's the
I don't even know what that means.
Moose Blood was like one of my favorite bands, but then like their drummer SA'd some people. So we don't support Moose Blood, but we do support Chad Hoy, who I know for a fact has never SA'd anybody.
It's nothing like that, but yes.
I mean, the music sounds like Moose Blood if Moose Blood were good people.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Anyways,
I remember never to have Cam give me a shout out or anything.
Never let me
Angel.
write.
He's nothing like I don't know, Epstein. He doesn't have an island and starts raping people. It's like, all right.
Angel's like Epstein if he didn't have an island.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No.
Man.
Anyway.
Cam is like Hitler if he just continued painting.
Yeah.
We might have to cut this. I don't know. We'll
I'm
leave it in.
leaving it in. It doesn't matter.
Enjoy, listeners.
Yeah. I
All
would
right, should we talk
also.
about-
Yeah. Well,
What have you been doing?
I just want to shout out Type. I also played some games at the Crucible. Hope you're recovering well from your small surgery that you had. But it was really, really fun to actually throw down for the first time, because we've talked about it a lot in the Discord. But stars aligned, and it was really, really fun. Great Winds of Exchange deck with some fun Mars token shenanigans. I think I threw Cameron Airport Musician into it. I was like, I don't know what to play against Type, but I know that he's playing Winds, and I don't know what that deck will do. It's like it's from the first set, Call the Archons. I got it a week into the game. I got really lucky. I went on Reddit and I was like, does anyone have this deck? And the owner was like, sure, I'll ship it to you for the price of, a new deck. And I was like, sweet. And it's not one of my best decks, but it's the deck I have the most reps with. So got some good god draws, and Type was still figuring out the interface for TCO, but we had some really fun games, and I'm excited to play more and more Keyforge. So if you're interested in that, hit us up in the Discord. Eric came out to locals last week and won it. Got a cool new Winds of Exchange deck, and that's really good. And then Angel's got some stuff too, so just hit us up. We'll play on the Crucible. It's a great way to just run a couple of games real quick like.
I got first place at our locals recently for sealed. I'm still riding that high.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Did you get the shop deck?
I did. I have a deck with our shop's name on it. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the only one I've ever gotten. It's sick.
The only thing I'll say is Type's deck's insane. We accidentally, because we're still messing with the interface, we accidentally switched decks for one of the matches.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And I beat him with his own deck. Like, that thing is insane. The amount of spamming you can do, and then you do 1 damage, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's a fun deck, though. It's a fun deck.
It's so fun. A lot of new Keyforge sets are on the horizon. They're coming out.
Can't wait for the new one.
Yeah.
Ember Skies pretty soon.
Ember Skies.
September.
A look back at the token mechanic from Winds of Exchange. They're going to release Tokens of Change. And then a look back at the Mass Mutation set, which is arguably the most popular set 4. They're making a new set called More Mutation, and it's going to really riff on a lot of the things introduced in there, like 2-card creatures and the mutant trait. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're looking to get into a game, Keyforge is at its best that it's been in its entire lifetime. 4 new sets on the horizon, and another one already announced and in the works, and adventures too. There's still more ways to play Keyforge. You can play solo or with or up to 3 total players in the adventure modes. It's like a PvE mode. So I know Flesh and Blood did something like that. It's a great way to just play through decks that you don't normally feel like are competitive in the competitive scene, but they might be really good against some of the scenarios there. So look into Keyforge, keyforging.com, or just hit me up on the Discord. But now let's get into Battle Spirit Saga, baby. We're finishing out our deep dive on the new collab set. And today we're going to be looking at the Nexuses and the Magic cards to round us out. These cards are coming out, like if you're listening to this as it comes out, they're coming out this weekend. So I got to find a store that sells them and try to get me a couple boxes this weekend.
Man, that's going to be the challenge, right? I mean, geez, trying to find
the starter
these bad
deck.
boys.
I got to get the starter deck too. I've been looking for it a little bit, but have not run into it yet. So hopefully I can pick up a copy and get those sweet purple cores.
Hell yeah! I forgot it comes with the purple cores. Oh man, I need to get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to go hunting this weekend. But
I'm done.
With all that said, let's dive in, fellas. Eric's going to kick us off here with our first Nexus, and this also has an SPR version that I'll put up on the screen. So if you're listening on audio, if you don't know, we do have a video companion to this. Typically, the video gets more views than the audio gets listens to, but just in case you didn't know, we do have a visual companion with this, or you can pull up the cards on bssdb.dev and follow along with us. Go ahead, Eric.
This is a red Nexus, Asuka Shikinami Langley, Operation Yamato. It's an Asuka Pilot Wily Nexus. 3 cost, 2 reduction. One of the reduction is red. One is that green? Or
Yeah,
is that
Green,
blue?
yeah.
That's green.
Green. Okay. It's difficult to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So level 1 for 0 cores, level 2 for 2 cores. At both levels during your attack step, your spirits with a soul core on them gain 1000 BP. So think about your what is it called? We talked about it so much.
AT field.
AT
AT
field.
field. Yep. Think about like your spirits with AT field, and they need the soul core anyways. Now they get buffed by 1000. And then at level 2 for 2 cores, all of your Ava 02 spirits gain confront. So that
Nice.
seems pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Now, some things to think about as we're talking through the Nexuses is that I think the Nexuses also have some like hidden abilities, which is that a lot of cards reference being able to do other or more things if you have one of these Nexuses out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you might want to go back through some of the other Ava cards and see like what happens when you have this out. In addition to getting the 1000 BP and the confront, you might also get some additional abilities. So,
And that's good on its own. Like,
Yeah.
these are powerful Nexuses. Like, imagine like if you had one that said all of your Star Dragons gain confront. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. Confront is a powerful effect that we can manipulate in the base game, but like here it's just like you throw a Nexus down and most of the spirits in your cards are going to have confront. And as we saw with those red and especially the ones that have the green reductions on them, getting confront onto those spirits just unlocks a whole world of like decision point making, and it's very good. It's very, very good.
Yeah, it opens up the dynamic a lot more for sure once you have those 2 in place, like the combo, like an extra combo piece of what you're really trying to do. So
Yeah.
definitely important.
And yeah, the
But
SPR
yeah, no.
on this goes hard.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I'll say first SPR for Nexuses on this set. And it looks, I mean, the color combo, like it looks amazing. Like I like it. That white background
Yeah.
really brings out everything else with like the rainbowish back. So really good on it.
Very cool art.
Next is Wiley.
Sure.
So Wiley, 4 cost, red and green reduction, 2 cost reductions. Level 1, 0 cores, obviously. Level 2, I mean, it's a Nexus, so I'm not gonna read that. So level 1, level 2, when you summon or place a Wiley card, this Nexus gains a green symbol. And then level 2, during your draw step, draw 1 additional card and discard a card. Interesting. So this is kind of like what's it, Volcanic?
yeah, Volcanic Canyon.
Volcanic Canyon, yeah. So
That's huge.
that's interesting, but yeah.
You know I like that.
So I'm confused about that top one. Is when you summon or
it gains a green symbol
during that summoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not like for the rest of the turn. It's like
It doesn't stack. I think it's just
Right.
for that
Yeah.
turn. It gives an additional.
just at that moment. But that's
yep.
really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I'm trying to
So
figure out
if
what
you-
this design is, though. It's like a claw. What is that?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, I
like
guess
a
it's
like
just
a
like the-
crest or something.
Look up crest.
Their logo. Yeah, the white background is a bit weird, honestly.
Yeah. Without the sample
almost-
there, it looks like negative.
It looks like Pegasus trying to take someone's soul. That's
Yeah,
what
it
looks like,
does. It
man.
looks like
It's
one of those blank ass Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So one thing that's kind of cool about this is if you have one of these down, essentially how that first ability would work is that then you could play the second one for the full 2 reduction,
Yeah,
which is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
that is cool.
Not that you need 2 of these, but then just
doesn't
as an
hurt.
example of how it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, especially with like how a lot of the reduction is on a lot of the red cards we saw, this could get really out of control.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
a lot of reduction.
for sure. The next one, this is really cool art too. Masato Katsuragi. 4 cost, 2 reduction. Masato Wily Nexus. 1 red reduction, 1 green reduction. Level 1 and 2, when placed, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Wily card other than Masato Katsuragi from the revealed cards to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order, so a tutor card. And then at level 2 for 1 core, during your attack step, when one of your spirits' attacks reduces your opponent's life, select one of your opponent's spirits with 2,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. So again, AT field can prevent that, but that's kind of nice to deal with some aggro builds that we've seen a lot, especially in a best of 1 format. Not bad.
So I guess you're placing this down mostly for the tutoring, and then you level it up to level 2 if that situation is relevant for you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, 2,000 BP or fewer. So unless you're playing like an aggro against an aggro deck, this definitely would be more for like the first effect. So.
Yeah.
Which could actually be quite powerful. Like, you get to look at 4 cards, which in Battle Spirits, like that's a lot of cards.
That is.
Yeah. And I like how this set really, now that we talk about that, like in this set, I feel like you're able to sort of search for cards more, right, than any other previous set. Like you really can look at your deck a lot more. I think that's one thing that, one of the mechanics at least, that the game was also sort of missing in the earlier sets is the ability to really like dig into your deck per se, you know? So
Yeah.
without like just naturally drawing or cards that make you draw into it. So I like this card, yeah. And I said the artwork's amazing. I was surprised this didn't get an SPR version because I think that would look amazing in the background.
Yeah.
And I've said it before over the last couple of episodes, but this set really does feel like Digimon, Bandai, one of the other Bandai card games. Just there are a lot of cards there that are like, you know, when you digivolve into this or when you play this, like look at the top 3 cards, grab this specific type of card. If you don't see it, put the rest on the bottom, and like that's valuable. That's really valuable. You're giving information to your opponent, but also you're drawing the cards that you're looking for in your deck. So it's neat. I think it has a good place in some of these decks.
All right. Next one. AAA Wonder. It's a 3-cost 1 reduction red Wily Nexus. At both levels, during opponent's attack step, when your life is reduced by an attack from one of your opponent's spirits that costs 3 or fewer, you may discard a card to select one of your opponent's spirits with 4,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. Oh, I don't like that.
I do.
At level 2 for 3 cores during your attack step, when one of your Wily spirits attacks, draw a card. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. An expensive ability, but like I feel like properly scaled.
Yeah.
And sometimes really worth it. That's a cool Nexus.
Yeah, that's a powerful one, especially 3 cost 1 reduction. Like, that's good.
Yeah, like so far, like this Nexus impresses me. I like both very good, powerful effects.
Red's eating.
You know, level 2 obviously a little expensive with 3 cores, but not really, not necessarily for what you get to do, especially if you're playing more of the Wily spirits. Just to get to draw, right? Like I'd rather play this than the last one where I have to discard. You know, unless I really want to pile up my graveyard for whatever reason. But yeah, no, I like this card.
Yeah, this next one is crazy.
Well, Misato can also search for this too. Just pointing.
Oh, right, that's true.
Oh yeah, good search for that.
It's a Wily.
Misato can search, and then you can put it down, and then you can draw a bunch of cards. So if you're like really searching for something, you could just probably find it in a couple turns.
Fun on that.
Yeah,
I like it. Well, here we go, baby. First purple. Next is Shinji Kari Infinite Sync Rate. It's a Shinji pilot, 5 cost, 3 cost reduction, all purple. When one of your Ava 1 spirits is summoned, you may place this card from your hand or your trash without paying its cost. If you have no Shinji, you can't Infinite Sync Rate Nexus on your field.
Holy
and then at
shit.
level 2 for 3 cores, during either attack step, it's also flash. Once per turn, you may discard a Golem Spirit card to select one of your opponent's spirits, remove 2 cores from it, and place them into the reserve.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, buddy. So yeah, this is good.
That's nuts.
This is like really good, especially knowing what we saw, what purple can do with some of the other cards we read off in the last few episodes. With some of the, even some of the X-rays, but really some of the commons and rares. Like there's some powerful effects in purple. So
that's brutal, man.
Especially with Golem, like that one. I remember that one specific spirit that had that Golem effect. Like it is insane. So
man, that's some big dick energy. Just dropping this out of your hand, and that for free, and then loading it up with cores and being like, all right. If you swing in with anything with 2 cores or less, I could potentially kill it at flash speed, just depending on how many cards you have in your hand, which, you know, that's the only problem with purple. They just don't draw, you know?
Yeah, God. If they only had something called, like, Nexus Depths or something, I wish that was a card. Allowed them to draw.
Yeah. Wow.
There is an SPR for this one. What do you guys think of the SPR?
I like it. It's like the original, like, manga style. The black and white ink, I dig it.
It's
like the colors, the shading, the shadings on it. And I guarantee you in person, I mean, holographic, this is gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, pictures don't do it justice. Yeah. With the purple probably sticking out, you know.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It's pretty.
I want to see this one in person for sure.
If I get one SPR right now, I'm hoping it's honestly one of the Nexuses, but this one specifically is just very, very cool.
And like I said, if you don't like it, you got a blank canvas. You can color that in. So you can make it unique, baby. So
Coloring book card. I love that.
I don't think it'd be tournament legal, but it'll be all right.
Yeah. All right, so the next one, also purple, it's the Nerve Nexus. So 4 cost, 2 purple reduction, Nerve Nexus. When placed at level 1 and 2, select a Nerve Spirit card in your trash and return it to your hand. Very powerful. Wow. Level 2 for 2 cores during your attack step. When one of your Nerve Spirits is destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve. So a lot of good core manipulation with the purple. That's awesome. God's in his heaven. All's right with the world is on the Nerve logo. That's crazy.
The one thing, maybe just a pet peeve of mine, because I feel like there should be some art. Like, I don't like this. Like, I feel like copy and paste. Like, here's an image.
Yeah.
Paste, you know, like logos. This one and it's just this one, which I get why. I mean, I get it for the thematics and the theme of it, but it's just kind of like, it looks so like no effort was put into it.
Yeah, at least like put it on a badge or like on a document.
Something. Yeah.
Someone's uniform.
Like, literally, it feels like I could have done this on PowerPoint, blocked out the screen, copy and pasted. Done. I created a card. Like, you know, but whatever. I know why. That's just a pet peeve. But yeah, all in all, great card. I like it.
I agree. If this was on like a folder that was on a table or something,
just a little bit more context and yeah. But the effect is amazing.
Yeah, effect's good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like this is another one of those Nexuses that you're playing it for the when placed effect, and then the other effect, like, maybe I'll do that. But it's really like you play it for the when placed, and then you get the cost reduction. Seems like to kind of be the main reason, and also because it's Nerve, so it probably turns on some other abilities.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right. Gendo Ikari. He's a Gendo Nerve Purple Nexus. 4 cost, 2 reduction. Level 1 and 2 during your main step when you summon or place a Nerve card, treat this Nexus's color and symbol as blue as well. Okay, so we're going for the blurple. Right. And then level 2 for 1 core. Only at level 2, this next ability. During either attack step, when one of your Nerve Spirits is destroyed, view the top card of your deck, return the viewed card to the top of your deck, or discard it.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Scout Pete for you Keyforge fans out there.
Yeah. And so honestly, you want this to be able to load your, in fact, what you were about to say, Eric, you kind of want this to discard, have your graveyard piled up if you really wanted to while you're searching for something for your those purple, big monsters that we talked about in the last.
If you're holding Nerve in your hand and you already have that Nexus out, next turn you're going to play one, so you can just pick that card back up.
Yeah.
Or you ditch the Shinji Nexus into your trash, and then you summon an Eva 01 Spirit and pull it out for free.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of good value out of that.
Combos.
That first effect is different from that red Nexus we saw, because that red Nexus says add a green symbol. This one just says treat this card and its symbol as blue also. So you don't get the extra reduction. But you could use it as a blue at any time when you're playing your Nerve cards. So that's cool.
Yeah, and I like it.
I like that mechanic a lot.
Next card, tentative name, Ray Ayanami. The Ray tentative pilot Nerve. 4 cost, 2 cost reduction purple. Level 1, level 2 during your attack step. Your Mark 9 and first add-on vessel spirits cannot be blocked by your opponent's spirits with 2 or fewer cores. And then level 2 for 3 cores during either attack step. It's also flash. You may destroy this Nexus to draw a card. If one of your spirits has been destroyed this turn, draw 2 cards instead. Wow. Ooh. Okay. All right.
A little expensive, but a good way to get some extra card draw.
Yeah. Like, that's good. I mean, so it's your Mark 9 cannot be blocked by your opponent's spirits with 2 or fewer. I mean, it's the Mark 9s and first add-on. I can't remember those cards, but I'm thinking like an aggro build, like you can possibly make those all unblockable. So
for sure.
And if it happens to get destroyed, then you just plus off and draw 2 cards of it. So it has I like the versatility of it. This card. So
yeah,
I see this working in such a way that if your opponent does something unexpected and wipes your whole field, this is like my rip cord to be like, okay, I need to get back.
Yep. Get some cards.
Just gonna like pop this to hopefully get draw what I need and get back in.
Yeah.
This art definitely, I could see Digimon in this, like even like some Pokemon, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
artwork. Like I could see the Digimon tamers and all that on that stuff for sure.
Yeah. Feels like a trainer card.
And the SPR is really, I mean, I like the
Super
SPR.
dope. Yeah.
Super dope. Like completely different from just a regular one.
Yeah.
The
Very.
non-SPR, she does look like she would be waiting for me at the end of a road, and I wouldn't be able to pass by her unless we Pokemon battled.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's behind the grass. She has the grass
Yeah.
pulled out. Like, yeah,
Gardener Ray Anami. Wants to
yeah.
fight. So now we're going into yellow with Ray Ayanami reunited. So 5 cost, 4 reduction, yellow Nexus, 2 yellow symbols, 2 purple, Ray Pilot. Level 1 and level 2, during opponent's attack step, once per turn, when one of your Ava 1 spirits is destroyed by your opponent, you may return that spirit card from your trash to your hand.
Wow.
So a little macaroni pentan action.
Yeah, doing what yellow does.
And then at level 2, for 2 cores, during your attack step, your spirits with a soul core on them gain blast.
Good old blast.
Oh,
It's back, baby. Blast.
Awesome.
that's sick.
Let's
We got dual
fucking
Eagles on field.
go. That's right. And man, right circumstances, that's a cheap Nexus for that cool ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very neat.
There's so much recursion going on between purple and yellow. It's really neat.
Yeah. And this card also has an SPR.
It look so far. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best that I've seen so far.
Oh, wow.
So right now, like right now for the Nexuses,
Yeah.
it looks amazing. Like that yellow with that doll cut, man, it looks dope.
It's super dope. And the text just pops on these.
Yeah.
Man.
Honestly, I was gonna say I like the Shinji one, but that yellow, oof, it pops. It's in your
Yeah,
face.
It's super nice. All right. Into green
right.
now.
We've got Mari Makinami Illustrious Operation Yamato. So she's a 4 cost, 2 reduction green Nexus. The reduction is 1 red, 1 green. And when placed at both levels, if you control a Wily Spirit, place a core from the void into your reserve. So we're doing some ramp because
Nice.
why not?
Why not?
Wily not. And we've got level 2 for 2 cores. During opponent's attack step, one of your Ava 05 or Ava 08 spirits destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing BP. Your opponent selects one of their refresh spirits and exhausts it. This is very green.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is green the Nexus.
It's
for
like,
sure.
you know, if I ever play Battle Spirit, like, what does green does? Just hand him this Nexus.
Yeah.
Read these two.
Yeah.
That's what green does. There you go.
That's a
Ramp and
fucking
exhaust.
banger of a card. Holy hell.
Yeah, I'm into it. I also want to learn more about this character because I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
So
either.
I have never met this character, but
She seems cool.
she seems neat.
We'll have to learn about Mari Makinami.
SPR.
Yep, SPR, dude. I was about to say the same thing. Still doesn't beat the yellow, but it's up there.
It's
Like,
close, yeah. The pink
She
is
looks-
nice. Is a nice touch.
She looks like a Power Ranger.
I'll say Pink
love it.
Ranger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're so right.
That's literally what I was about to say. I was like, this is like Pink Ranger vibes. The original
Man.
Kimberly.
I
Yeah.
really hope I can find some product this weekend because just opening these are going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool.
Wow.
First blue Nexus here, and I might have to say his name wrong, but Kawaro Nagisa?
Sure.
Maybe, sure. It's a Kawaro Parlor Nerf. It's a 5 cost, 3 cost reduction, 2 blue, 1 purple. Level 1, level 2 during your attack step. At the start of the step, you may exhaust this Nexus to select one of your angel or nerf spirits. Treat it at its highest level during this turn.
Nice.
And at level 2 for 2 cores during your attack step, when one of your Mark 6 or Ava 13 spirit attacks, you may exhaust this Nexus to refresh that spirit.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's big right there.
That's
So
big.
you can just give raid to one of your spirits.
Damn. These Nexuses are.
Yeah,
fucking
and
going
that's just
hard.
for attacking. Like you don't have to do anything. Just attack it. Or I'm gonna tap this down, attack again, or refresh it and do whatever effect it might do. You know.
Yeah.
And it's SPR looks pretty cool. Very evil looking.
Yeah, the blue and the purple is really neat
Yeah.
together. That's a cool palette.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Persona 3 Reload a little bit. And
Yeah.
in his first art, he's dressed exactly like one of the bad guys in that.
Yep. I can.
He
see
is
that.
actually, yeah.
It's really funny. But yeah, really, man, these SPRs are just so cool. It's weird that Shinji is the only one not illustrated fully or like colored, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, these are still really cool.
I have a feeling that's a reference to something that happens during the movie. Maybe during
Like
the
a
movie,
memory or
like there's
something?
an animated sequence that is like that.
Ah,
That
gotcha.
would be my guess.
That would make sense.
Some like song solo that he's just running through somewhere, like you know how they do sometimes in those animes.
Oh man, this next one I thought was a creature. I was like, did I mess up the sorting? Second Angel Lilith. Very creepy art here. 3 cost,
Yeah,
1 reduction. Blue Angel Nexus. At level 1 and level 2, at flash speed during your opponent's attack step, you may exhaust its Nexus to select one of your angel spirits and refresh it. And at level 2 for 2 cores, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck when one of your spirits is destroyed by your opponent. This is at any time. Add 1 blue angel spirit card from the revealed cards to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. My gosh.
All right.
You just can't keep the angels down, apparently.
No.
That's cool.
That's the one thing I'll say too that I just noticed. This is the first time also, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Nexuses have a type. Right? None of the other Nexuses have a type, which is a Nexus. There was So when we said an angel, I'm like, oh yeah, the Nexus has a type as well. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot that was the thing happening here, but yeah, you're right. The Nexuses are directly.
This is like some like dark mindset artwork. Like this is like you're dead.
Yeah, that's
like
very
Castlevania.
Effective.
Yeah, Evil Within type of stuff. Like it's very
Persona series. SMT, yeah. Oh my gosh. Quick aside. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which is like the definitive edition, is coming out this Friday, and I played through Shin Megami Tensei 5 last year. It came out in 2021. But this new edition has like 100 more demons and like a completely second branching storyline. So I already put like 100 hours into that game, but I'm about to buy it again this weekend. And it's because of like stuff like this, man. Like the art is just so cool, and the game is just so addictive.
It's a JRPG, or what's the game type?
Yeah, it's like a monster collecting game. It's SMT is where Persona spun off of. So it's all the same monsters that you fight in Persona, but in Shin Megami Tensei you like fight alongside your monsters. And you can like fuse them together just like in Persona, oh man, it's just so good. It's so good.
I'm about to check that out then.
It's so good. For fans of like Pokemon that have grown up and are like, Pokemon is way too easy, play Shin Megami Tensei 5, specifically Vengeance. It comes out June 14th. It's so good. I cannot recommend that game enough. I'm literally going to put another 120 hours into it because it's just so good. And then I'll play Persona 4 Golden, I promise.
Yeah, you need to play Persona 4.
I definitely do. All right, let's get into the magic
guys,
now.
I got a question for you. What kind of idiot are you?
What kind of guy you are?
I love that. I love this direction of magic being like something you can just like throw down on the table and be like, what kind of idiot are you?
Yeah, excuse me. There will be a lot of disqualifications for fights going on.
This card's going to be used a lot, too.
Yeah. So 5 cost 3 reduction, red magic. We've got Asuka on there yelling at Shinji because he's an idiot. You can even see his shoulder kind of slumping up. He's,
oh no.
Main, select one of your opponent's nexuses and destroy it. Then if you control an Asuka nexus, draw a card.
Jeez.
Pretty good. But also main flash, select a spirit, gains 3,000 BP.
Sure.
So better than the usual 2K.
Yeah.
That's a 4 of in my red decks, man.
I think so. I think that'd be a 4 of. I mean,
it's just especially great Nexus removal.
Well, especially with how good these Nexuses are. Like that, if they have second Angel Lilith down, like that needs to go.
Yeah. 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 You need multiple copies of this if you are running red. Even outside of red, it might be worth paying 5. But getting that extra draw off of having an Asuka Nexus also is...
That's what I'm about to say. It's like you're not only destroying, you're also being able to draw. And if you needed to, which, I mean, I don't think you're used to, but you might, right? You have some BP controlling here as well. 3,000, I mean, decent stats. I mean, doing what red does, right? Increasing BP, so...
It's going to be really fun to throw down on the table.
Yeah, and at least it's not 2,000. I'm glad not seeing that.
Yeah.
3,000, so...
And 3,000
you play that Nexus? Yeah, it will. So you play the Nexus? What kind of idiot are you?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me? No, I'm activating the card. That's what I'm doing. I was like, oh, okay.
Your turn one play is to play a Nexus? What kind of idiot
Yeah.
are you?
Well, I mean, I guess it's better than just don't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's the next Nexus or the next Magic card. It's a 5 cost, 3 cost reduction. It's a burst. When you lose life, spirits with 4,000 or fewer BP cannot attack during this turn. You may then pay this
Wow.
card's cost, activate its flash effect, which is either main or flash if you like. Select one of your point spirits with 3,000 or fewer BP and destroy it.
Wow.
I think I would use this mainly more for the obviously the burst effect. Obviously, I
Yeah.
mean
It's like an ice shield. Kind of.
yeah, kind of. I mean, it really stops a lot of those aggro builds depending how many cores are on them and what their attacks are. I mean, 4,000. I mean, it's not huge, but it's a decent size. I mean,
Especially this
most of
card
your
pool.
right, like most of your lower spirits are what 3,000, 2,000. Ideally, I mean, depending what kind of aggros you're playing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I like how he has like this menacing look. Like, look at you, peasant.
I feel like this card comes out of the collab. You know what I mean? Like that gets thrown into
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
main boards.
there's no Ava or in specific anything. Play
Yeah.
for 2 if you're playing mainly red. So I like it. And I
Yeah.
said that's the one thing we talked about in the last podcast. I'm very curious after this set, how many of these cards kind of continue having a life.
Yeah.
For some of the other sets coming out because I definitely see a few. So
For sure. I love the names of these. Here's a purple magic. I'm Shinji Ikari, pilot of Evangelion Unit 1! Exclamation point. 5 costs, 3 purple reduction. Main effect, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a soul core from it, and place it into their reserve. Then if you control a Shinji Nexus, you may select an EVA 1 spirit card from your trash and summon it. And at main and flash speed, select a spirit that gains 2,000 BP during this turn.
this is good because I think it's the first card you can actually pick a soul core
Yes.
and move it. And with the AT fields being a thing, like
Yep.
this is a 4 if you're playing purple. Like,
That's huge. Man, I'm so excited. We have
Yeah.
to we should really try to record some games this weekend maybe, Eric.
Yeah.
Of
I agree.
Or in Angel obviously, but like we should play some Evangelion games because this set is super interesting. It feels like a different game.
Yeah, it does. Like it's like a fun little mini game basically of within the
Yeah.
world of battle spirits, like with its own mechanics. And the SPR for it is amazing too. I like it.
That's really
Yeah, that's-
good. And there you go. There's
yeah.
your full color art Shinji if you really wanted
Yeah.
it.
I like that quite a lot, actually. I think
Yeah.
there's another one I see down below that we'll get to that I think the SPR looks pretty cool.
A lot of SPRs in this set. Good lord.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of things to collect.
That's yep, it's gonna be fun to open, man.
All right. Who've won? That was me doing
That
my-
typical anime like
Yeah,
destroy
that was
them, kill them.
that was me doing my Gendo Ikari.
Foo,
5 costs, 3 reduction, purple, flash only, so you can only play this during flash. Select one of your opponent's spirits that is blocking one of your nerve spirits and destroy it. If you have 10 or more cards in your trash, remove all of its cores and place them into their trash instead.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Nerve spirits and destroy it. If you have 10 or more...
It reads weird though because you're destroying it, so the cores are being removed anyways, right? But I guess it's really
Okay.
just saying that if you have this, they just go to the trash instead of
Well,
the
that
reserve.
that would also ignore when destroyed effects, because you're just removing all the cores, putting them in the trash, so then that card just doesn't exist anymore.
So it's either or, so you can destroy it or
Yeah, if you
So hold
don't
on.
have the cards in your trash, you just select it and destroy it, which would trigger
Okay.
when destroyed, and those cores would go to the reserve.
But if you have 10 or more, then you just
Yeah.
remove what's. Okay. So it's almost a double-sided destruction without technically being destruction with a second piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's also
even
in
more
cor-
oppressive.
It's also incorporating the haunted mechanic from Keyforge.
That's right. Yeah, it basically
is.
goes, if you are haunted, remove all of its cores and place them into their trash
Yeah.
instead.
Interesting. Okay. I like that card. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like cards that have versatility and like you can do multiple things depending on what your situation is. I love cards like that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just brutally purple.
The next purple card is another burst. Deploy AT field. 4 cost, 2 cost reduction purple. Burst when open. When opponent resolves a spirits when summon effect. Select one of your spirits during this turn. It cannot be destroyed by destruction effects on your opponent's spirits. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash effect. Main and flash. Select a spirit gains 3,000 BP during this turn.
Neat. So it's like a temporary AT field.
Like, yeah, AT field, yeah. So interesting. Okay.
It's a little underwhelming, not gonna lie.
It is. It is. 'Cause
And
to
magic
me-
and Nexus effects can still get through.
Right, and to me,
Yeah.
like to waste the burst. I mean, those guys have been playing Battle Spirits. You can only have one burst at a time.
Right.
To waste that slot for just this, it's like, eh. So, but I mean, there might be a use for it. I don't know. We'll see
Yeah.
what decks come out in the
I feel
meta.
like
Might be something that things keep getting targeted that you might need this. I don't want to count it out, but it's kind of, it's kind of underwhelming. I mean, honestly, if it had a different flash effect, maybe like draw or destroy, remove a core, something like more relevant. Then purple doesn't really care about getting BP too much. Like that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
But
I think it might be a good sideboard card, depending on a very specific matchup.
yeah,
We might come to find that that actually does kind of help. But yeah, a little underwhelming, like Eric said. The next one is What's Good Morning? 6 cost, 4 purple reduction, purple magic card. It is a burst when you lose life. Discard 3 cards from the top of your deck to place a core from your reserve into your life. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its main effect. Main effect is select 1 Nerve Spirit card or 1 Shinji or Gendo Nexus card from your trash and return it to your hand. So
that's yeah,
pretty good.
that's good.
So a little
That's-
recovery for purple. A little scary.
Yep,
That's
Yeah.
very scary, actually.
I like it.
Eric, how do you feel when you're with Shinji?
I feel warm and fuzzy when I'm with Sinji.
Aww.
Aw, especially if it's in this VR version.
Yeah, I love the SPR of this card.
That's great.
Actually, I think this might actually be my favorite SPR. I also just really like Rei Ayanami.
Yeah.
But I just love the background. Like, it's just such a simple background, but it's really, I feel like it's just gonna look really good.
It's just
holographic.
classic
Yeah.
anime aesthetic, too. Like
Yeah,
90s anime.
exactly.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
makes you warm and fussy when you look at it.
Yeah.
So this is a 5 cost, 4 reduction yellow magic, 3 of the reductions yellow, 1 of it's purple. And as main flash, select one of your golem spirits. It gains blessed during this turn. If you control a Shinji Nexus, place a core from the void into your life.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
I like it. I like
Damn.
it. I like that it's flash too, so that like you can kind of play it, during the attack step, so you can kind of wait and see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, you can do this during your opponent's turn just to gain the life if you have Shinji.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like if
So-
you just need it because you need it, like for whatever reason you're about to lose, like that. I mean, this is good. I love this card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pop What's Good Morning, and then you feel warm and fuzzy, and then you got
You
That's
see,
two life
yeah,
back.
purple gives what purple struggles with, just
Yeah.
getting life back on. So,
Yeah.
it's cool to see this and kind of mixing the I feel warm and fussy with some of the purple cards to gain blessed. Like if it's a golden spirit. So, I like it, man. Like I said, it's cool, man. This feels very different from Battle Spirits.
Yeah. This set really handles the dual color mechanic very, very well, too, because it's
Yep.
thematic that there would be a purple reduction because you want to get the second effect of having Shinji there. So typically, Shinji Nexus is going to be your purple reduction, and you get the whole effect. And it's just brilliant. Like, it's really well designed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also play your golem, and if it's an Ava 01, then you pull Shinji out of the trash. And now you've got you got the spirit and the nexus. You swing with the golem, and now you have the other ability on this active. Like, there's just so many combos.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. This next card, I'm not gonna lie. When I was looking at this card, I was like, "What color is this? Does the Battlefield have black?" And I was like, "It's white
Yeah.
though." I had to realize, "Oh, it's white." I was like, "Just the border threw me off."
There's no
so
white Nexuses or white creatures in this set, though, right?
This is
How would you get
no,
the
it's not.
reduction there?
I guess out of
Out of
you'd
Out
have
of-
to
yeah.
you'd have to play out of Ava.
That's
yeah.
odd.
Oh yeah, it's nice to say that. But don't worry, you won't die. I will protect you. It's a 5 cost, 3 cost reduction, 1 white, 1 purple, 1 yellow. It's a flash only. Cards cannot be discarded from your deck during this turn. Then, if you control a Ray Nexus, select a color. Attacks from your opponent's spirits of the selected color cannot reduce your life to 0 during this turn.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so it's like a
Anti-Hydra?
Yeah. This is like anti-last defense. Like,
That is
Nice.
anti-Hydra. Wow.
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Which is cool because the Hydra does have an Evangelion alt art, which I happen to own one.
Oh.
Like
Flexing.
That's anything. Like Andrew has like 80. Not really.
This is really good though.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great card. I love it. The white reduction is interesting. I mean, Smag can get you
Yeah.
that, but that's not in universe. But it's just funny that that it was designed that way.
Yeah, now you said it, yeah, there's nothing white. I'm looking back and I don't see anything interesting.
I love the name of this next one. It's a green magic card called Excusez-moi, Eiffel. 5 cost, 3 green reduction, main and flash speed. Select one of your golem spirits during this turn. When that spirit destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing BP, refresh it. So you have the red Nexus giving it confront. Yeah, and Brandboard. This just goes right into the Brandboard deck. Dude.
Yep.
Oh, but he's not a golem.
Well, no, but this turns your golem into a brand board, basically.
Yeah. That's cool. I love that. I mean, that you could essentially do a board wipe if it has confront.
But every time you refresh it, you have to go, excusez-moi.
Yeah. How do you say battle spirits?
The
Laurent Leboeuf.
Oh god.
Cool card.
I dig it. I'm going to play around with it. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with it.
I think there's some stuff for it for sure. I mean,
the green-red deck is strong, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a good card.
All right, next one. Green Magic. So they've completed it. 4 cost, 3 reduction. 2 of that reduction's green, 1 is red. It has a burst. When opponent resolves a when summoned effect, you may select a Wily Spirit card that costs 6 or fewer in your hand and summon it without paying its cost. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash effect, which is main flash. Select one of your opponent's spirits and exhaust it. This seems pretty decent.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, 6 or fewer without paying its cost. Like, that is crazy.
It gives Swift, which we were saying on some of those cards. It's like, damn, I wish this had Swift.
Yeah, I need to go back through and look at them and see which ones we would have said that about.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to our episode.
Yeah, this
That's
is
an
a good
card.
when summon effect. Like, I like this when summon effect for compared to the last one.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, that's very powerful.
It's
I mean,
fun. They're like, here's my big guy, and you go, here's my Wily Spirit, and your big guy just got fucking turned, bitch.
Yeah.
That's a cool burst.
And it's not expensive at all.
No.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
So. And I mean, in green, usually nothing's really expensive anyways because of the ramp, but
you got the
you got the cores there, yeah. So
Worst case scenario, you just play this out of flash speed to exhaust something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good card for exhaust.
Almost like another needle shot, almost like there you go. Oop.
Yeah.
I could definitely see this going in outside of Ava, even just as like a one of.
Yeah. Sure.
Because I play needle shot as a one of sometimes, and I feel like this could just take that spot.
How much does needle shot cost though?
I think it's 3. Ooh, you're really testing my knowledge. I think it's 3 cost, 1 reduction.
That sounds right.
3 or 1 reduction.
Because isn't there that new one that costs like a little bit less? Unless it's either 3 and 1 or 3 and 2. Let's see. It is 3 and 2. So so it'd be the same. If you have full reduction, it costs the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think this is slightly more versatile. I like it. I mean, if you're playing with,
if
I guess
you're playing with Wily, but if you're not playing with Wily, though, that's a useless effect at that point. That's all I was asking. Like,
that's true.
If needle shot's cheaper, I would just play another needle shot if I was gonna play this. Because if I don't have any Wily spirits, I mean, the burst is useless for me at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
All right, last 2.
All right. Last 2. To think that I, the first angel, will be reduced to being a 13. It's a 4 cost. At least, 4 cost, 2 cost reduction. Blue. Another burst. When opponent destroys your spirit, if the destroyed spirit was an angel spirit, you may summon a blue angel spirit card without ascend from your hand without paying its cost. You may then pay this card's cost to activate the flash effect. Main or flash. Select one of your opponent's spirits that costs 3 or fewer and destroy it.
Wow.
All right. Wow. So you can summon a blue angel spirit without ascend, without paying its cost. That's really good, actually. Because thinking about what was that blue angel spirit that we saw?
There are some good ones.
I mean, it's quite a few good ones. There's a 10 angel. Performance some of this card if you do the course. Yeah, there's quite a few good ones actually. It doesn't even really matter. There's a lot of good angels. Yeah, that card's good.
Yeah.
I mean, and you also get to possibly destroy something else as well on top of that. Like, yeah.
Funniest name. would have been a nightmare to format and to fit on that top spot. But
Yeah.
they managed. Somehow it looks really good.
I mean, yeah.
There's probably some intern somewhere that spent a whole week of work just trying to get this to fit on the card.
It's 14 separate words. It's crazy.
To me, what it's
so
sad though,
funny.
that's what I noticed. A lot of the cards are it's like a mouthful. Like the description's very long.
They
or
must
just the names.
They must be direct quotes from the movies, and like I'm sure they.
Yeah.
I bet some super fans are like, "Oh my gosh, like that was a crazy line to hear," and now they put the line on the card. That's so cool. I need to catch up on my Evangelion lore this weekend. So.
Well, I already know what my favorite line from the movie is, and I haven't even seen it.
Is it the idiot one?
What kind of idiot are you?
Yeah.
What kind of guy you are?
All right, last one, and then we're gonna get out of here. Pretty solid episode, coming right in an hour. Second Impact is a 8-cost 3 blue reduction blue magic card. At any time when activating this At any time when activating this card's main effect, you must return 4 Angel Spirit cards with different names from your trash to the bottom of your deck as an additional cost. Sounds easy. Main, destroy all spirits except blue Angel Spirits. And Flash, select a spirit. It gains 5,000 BP during this turn. Wow, a board wipe.
That's Dark Hole.
That's Dark Hole. That's Gateway to Dis. But you could
crazy.
still keep your blue Angel Spirits. That's nuts. That's like kaboom, actually. But damn, that's a powerful card.
We're all speechless right now. Sorry, I'm just thinking about. You
I
can
mean-
literally board wipe and just keep all your spirits on board
And then walk
swing
in.
for game.
Yeah.
Swing for game. Peace.
Blue.
Like-
Even
nuts.
even if you're not playing a blue angel deck like this, if you're playing blue, you might consider throwing one of these in as like an oh shit button.
Yeah.
Well, but you have to return 4 Angel Spirits though.
Oh,
Oh,
you
you
do.
do.
That's
Yeah.
you have to play Angels. Else
Yeah.
it's useless.
But I
You
want to
have
play Blue Angels. Like,
those Angels look powerful as hell. Like they look crazy.
Yeah.
there are a lot of decks to be built out of this one collab set.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. I gotta find me some product. Damn.
Too bad we don't have a sponsor. That would have been the perfect place to plug them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you should go to TCG Player.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Manscaped. You don't take the cards. Smell clean and play cards. It's like,
Please.
Manscaped right now has their second Impact sale going on.
Oh my gosh.
Blow up your balls this season.
Get the lawnmower 5.0.
buy one deodorant, we'll give you 50 for free. Always stay fresh.
It's got 4 razors and a pair of little lips that kiss your balls.
Oh, should
I think
warm
I need
and fuzzy inside.
I want to say this is a miss a little bit because just the artwork on Second Impact is amazing with that rainbow hue. This could have been an SPR.
I
some
knew you were
crazy-
going to say that. Yeah.
I'm
I
surprised.
mean,
it's not. I
something
agree.
with the explosion, the man, that was insane. This would have been a crazy SPR, especially because it costs so much. Like you want to, I'm gonna pay a lot for this, but this card looks amazing. Bow, here you go.
Yeah. Damn. Well, we did it. That's all of them. Very cool set. Very excited to hopefully open some on a video this weekend. But to everyone else out there who's getting in on this set, happy hunting. Have fun opening. Have fun pulling all those different SPRs and
Yeah, share your polls on our Discord.
polls,
For sure. That's a great segue. If you're not already, you really, really should be in our Discord server because it's the Casualpetitive gaming server. So we're talking about Keyforge, One Piece, Lorcana, as well as Battle Spirit Saga. So we got a little bit of a lot going on in there. So there's definitely a place for you. And, if there's something in there that we're not talking about, bring it up. Let's talk about it. I know Altered TCG is coming out. Again, new Keyforge sets are coming out, like Dragon Ball Fusion World. We got some conversations going on in there about that. So the
Set
Discord
3's coming out in August.
Yeah.
Set 3 will coming out, and a new introduction to the color, which I want to say is gonna be black, and a new structured deck's coming, or a new starter deck's coming out as well for Dragon Ball Z Fusion World in August.
That's sick.
So
yeah,
it'll be
it's
exciting.
just it's still pretty chill, like we don't have a ton of people in there, but we have enough where it's like, if you want to talk about something or get some games scheduled, we've got the player base. And yeah, like there's still I think Ubel put a couple of Blue Angel decks in the Discord recently that I'm going to be looking at. So yeah, join the Discord. You can stay up to date with all of our stuff and all of our videos. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you don't mind. That helps us. And yeah, we'd love to have you in our Discord if you're not there already.
Yeah, if you like and subscribe, we can turn that Manscaped ad into reality.
I think we could get a Manscaped. I really do.
We could just show them what we recorded already and just be like, "What do you guys think?"
Yeah,
we just can tell them like, "Hey, man, some of these tournaments are funky. They
That's
need
what I'm
Manscaped,
saying.
right?
Manscaped is a great sponsor for card games. Like, truly. Maybe I'll try to figure that out. But anyway,
Sponsored by Slush Cult fingerboards. Check out Slush Cult actually if you want a fingerboard. You can buy them at Zoomies. Anyways, this is my weekly fingerboard plug.
Yeah.
I say we'll be spoiler season here pretty soon, hopefully, because we got the next set 5, Strangers in the Sky, comes out August 2024. So
it's gonna be
probably a couple of weeks. We'll start actually probably really soon. I'll probably say in the next week or two we might start seeing some spoilers.
Do we know what day in August that is? Because are we gonna be able to get some at Gen Con?
It doesn't have the date yet. It just says August 2024. But I would not be surprised because they also have the pro thing there, right? The pro fest.
Yeah, I want to get some of that at Gen Con.
Oh, could you imagine doing like a pre-release booster draft?
I'd love it.
That'd be cool.
That would be so
you know what's cool? That's gonna have the I'm reading here. It's gonna have 3 Saga rare. So 3 Saga rares, 12 anniversary rares, whatever that is. 18 special rares, 18 collaboration rares, 15 X rares, and then the rest doesn't matter. It's just common rares.
Gosh.
So it's gonna be pretty beefy.
I love this game. I love this game. It's so cool. Yeah, we'll try to get some EVA games up on the channel this weekend. Maybe that'd be really fun. But I think we're good to get out of here. Thank you for listening to another episode of Absolute BSS, a casual-petitive look at Bandai Namco's Battle Spirit Saga card game as part of the Casual-Petitive Gaming Network. Thank you again to Eric and Angel for joining me this afternoon. Anything else you guys want to add before we get out of here?
No, just everybody stay safe, drink lots of water. It's getting hot out here, and play lots of card games. You guys get a chance.
Sounds good. Join the Discord.
And download Star Wars Hunters.
Yeah, play Star Wars Hunters with us. And Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I beat that. And Eric's almost done with it.
I'm almost there.
All right. We'll catch you in 2 weeks for another episode of BSS. Bye.
See ya.
Peace.